Welcome to Warrior Wisdom, Profiles of Success. Today we're speaking with Carolyn Moriarty. She was the first employee with CEO Warrior. Her history goes back to working with Rob and Mike in the other company before they had gotten a chance to sell. And so Carolyn, you were the first employee with CEO Warrior.
I was.
And to give people context, like, why are you here?
I'm here because I absolutely love what we do. When I was over there, there was just a real sense of a great company that was starting. We just worked really hard, and I love the vision of the company. What we do is different than I think what any other company is doing, and I love being part of it. So making the transfer from gold medal to CEO Warrior was a no-brainer for me.
And you're kind of like a concierge in the company, and you wear a lot of hats. I mean, you have a lot of responsibility. You work front lines with the clients and almost like a coach and an advisor in many ways. Like, what is your favorite thing to be doing with CEO Warrior?
My favorite thing is meeting the new people. Watching someone go. So I have a full transition. I get to see someone, I get to speak to them when they first become a potential client. And just to have that conversation with them, hear their struggles, what they're going through, and then be able to, get them out to a Service Business Edge event and watch that transformation start to take place over the 4 days. And they will actually come over and say, thank you for working to get me here, for never giving up on me and being relentless to make sure that I got to one of these events. Thank you for that. And that means so much to me, because it's not just it's process for us. It is a way of life.
And speaking of that, right? So let's go to that, right? The person that you are speaking to, the service business owner, the plumber, the electrician, right? The person who wants to get off the truck but just maybe stuck. Like, what do you see? I mean, because now you've talked to hundreds, maybe thousands in the few years that you've been doing what you do. What do you see or hear as the biggest mistake that most service business owners make in looking at making this transformation?
I think a lot of them, they don't see the potential in themselves. So they get caught up in the hiring and the recruiting aspects, and all of those are huge struggles for them. But knowing who you are as a business owner and what your vision is and being able to apply that is what's going to change the game for them. And I think a lot of them don't have the leadership skills that they need, but we will provide that and help them see that there is a greater picture. They can be way more than what they are.
And then because you've been a part of this world for so long, you've got a lot of wisdom to be able to share. What would you say would be 1 to 3 critical breakthroughs, right? If you were going to give someone advice that they could put in place in their business to make that transformation? Well,
I think one is always never stop recruiting. So a lot of business owners think, all right, well, I have my team together, but you never know when that one person comes in and leaves. So always recruit. Make sure that you're always looking for the next best thing to come into your company that's going to change the game. Leadership is a definite big one. Be the greatest leader or provider for not just your family, but your employees. Because look at the families you're taking care of. You're not just responsible for the people at your table, but if you have, 15, 20 employees, you're responsible for them and their families. So be that kind of leader that's going to not only move your team, but move yourself. And I think the other one would really be just always play full out. I mean, we tell our clients to do that on a daily basis and at our events, but playing full out is huge. Just being able to every day go in, have this vivaciousness about you that you're, ready to take on the world and take on your business. I think those are key indicators for business.
Now, what do you like to do for fun when you're not working?
Well, I'm a mom of 4, so I'm always running around. I love to travel, and I think shopping would be something that people would know me for. But I think that just, getting out and being around people is huge for me. So love all of it.
And, so you bring up family, right? And it seems that in the Warrior community, there's a lot of people that, are parents, their dads, husbands, spouses, right? Family oriented, and even many that have it as a family business, a family structure. Right? What advice would you give to somebody trying to navigate that balance of being a crazy business owner and family? I mean, you've certainly got a lot of perspective on it. So.
Yeah, I think it really does help to have, just like in business, right? It's got to be a partnership. So I'm very fortunate that I have a great partner at home who helps facilitate a lot of the stuff. But, really being able to balance that and knowing that you do need to separate a little bit of time for your family. Now, of course, every business owner wants to get next level, but you can't get next level if you're not next level with your family. So you have to be able to make sure you have that time designated and just phones down, give your time to your family.
Yeah, that's critical. And what if someone was on the fence, right? They had never, maybe they responded to an advertisement yesterday or today, right? They're seeing this now. Or they have been part of the community, been thinking about, jumping in and attending an event, right, with CEO Warrior. What advice would you give someone that was on the fence, or maybe let's speak to that elephant in the room? They got that red flag. I'm skeptical, right? It sounds too good to be true. This is a big, chest thumping motivational thing. What would you say to that person?
I say what I always say to them. I mean, what do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose. You have everything to gain. So just give it a shot, because in life you have to just take that leap of faith and that chance. And I know it for a fact. I just have to make sure they see it. But I know that this is going to change their lives. I've seen it so many times. It's not just something that we portray in marketing. Just watching somebody go through the board break, go through the steps each day, and by day 4, they're not the same person that walked in on the first day. And I'm just trying to make them understand that. Sometimes it's a little difficult, but I think, you have nothing to lose, so get out here. That's really it.
And speaking of nothing, those aren't just words to think about. I mean, the company backs up their events with like an amazing guarantee, like on $1 million guarantee. Speak to that a little bit.
So if you come out here and we can't show you how to save $1 million in the first day or make $1 million, you get your money back, you get, your flight back. It's a win-win either way. So if you come out here and you feel we haven't served you, it wasn't what you thought it was going to be, well, we'll take care of that. But in all the years that we've been doing this, we never gave back one single dollar.
Amazing, amazing. And speaking of amazing, I mean, literally you have hundreds of success stories in the company.
Yeah.
Like, what are one or two that stand out to you as amazing examples of success stories, of transformation, of breakthroughs, of starting here and going there? What are a couple that stand out for you?
Well, I think one is always Mandy. Mandy was, she came in and I remember, Mike being at the event and telling me, we're bringing back these people, they're going to sign up, they're going to come to a Service Business Edge event. At that time it was Fast Track. So they came in and she just is always grinding. I think that she doesn't give up. She makes sure she's on phone calls, just participating in the group and serving others, which is something we also encourage them to do. It's not just about growing your business, but helping others with what you've learned. And I think she's a huge success story, someone who just went from, a few trucks to now, she's at 30 trucks and 50-something employees. And I think that speaks volumes. And to be honest, originally, there weren't a lot of women in the group, and me being the very first female in the group was a real adventure for me and kind of a culture shock. But, just having someone like, seeing a woman business owner come in and just be able to kill it, and it just shows that you don't have to be male or female. It's just your will to survive and your will to just make things happen.
Now, speaking of making things happen, what are a couple of the core values here in CEO Warrior that maybe most people don't realize are here?
I think a core value that we all say is integrity. Just, doing what is expected of you when nobody else is watching. And that's just something every business owner should live by. Just having that integrity that you would want, to serve somebody the same way you would want that respect to you. I think that is a huge core value that we have here all the time.
And what's something that most people don't know about you?
I think what most people don't know is that I kind of feed off of all of this. I think this has changed my life as much as it has changed every person in the room, because what I get out of it is I live off of everybody else's vision and I feed off of it, and that makes me want to be a better person myself. And, better in business, better in life, better in family, just watching everybody and seeing their struggles and seeing them overcome it just makes you realize how much you can do it. So I don't share that often, but yeah, that's probably
What a
the best.
gift. What a blessing. What do you consider your greatest contribution to the company?
I definitely think the female perspective of it, just being able to, I have a lot of compassion. So I think I get a lot of flack around here for being the cheerleader for the Warriors, and I don't really care, because I think that is important, that I want to always make sure that our members are happy at any extent, and I don't care, if I offend somebody because of it, but at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that we are always serving top level.
Service seems to be a core value of the whole company, right?
Yeah.
What's something that I should have asked you that I didn't?
I don't think you asked me about the team, and we are only as good as all the pieces in our team. And our team has really evolved. We went from, 3 people to now, 15 employees, and I think our team is what really is making everything come together, whether it's, our design and our brand, to what we put out in the market and the videos, and I think our team has just really made a huge difference to who we are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I love the help, because I didn't have it initially. So having them all to back me up to do things, it's just made life easier.
Yeah, going from the only employee to
Going
now.
from the only employee and running 90 plus, person events by myself to now having a full team, it's made a lot of difference.
A little more peace in your world?
Yes, a lot more peace.
That's always good.
Yeah, for sure.
What are 1 to 3 action steps you hope that people will take as a result of seeing this or hearing this?
I definitely hope that they are referring us if they have not been here. I mean, definitely, of course, get here. And then make sure that you're spreading the word, because whether you've been here or not, maybe you know a business owner, maybe you know somebody who could change because of us. So I hope that they're out there saying, I got to get there. I hope they're referring us to all the people that they know. And spreading the word, really just making sure that on social media you really understand that CEO Warrior is making a difference. And we're not just out here to be the next, coaching training organization. We're out here to change people's lives.
And if you'd like to have your business transformed, if you'd like to get that next big breakthrough, I want to encourage you. There's probably a link on the page somewhere here to click the link to learn more about going to the next step. If you're looking for a way to get more clarity, more confidence, more direction, to have a playbook that can help you take your business to the next level, click the link below, get more information. You can speak to actually get a no-cost strategy session. Speak to one of the advisors on the team, Carolyn as well, and find out like how the company can help you identify where you are, where you want to go, and how you can get there with all kinds of different available resources that are here. So that's another edition of Warrior Wisdom, Profiles of Success. We'll see you next time.